chosen D-Dot Hand Rothstein in the building. D-Dot's Producer's Corner. You got the floor.
So, we're going to talk a little bit, Chosen. One of the debates that I come across every day for producers is hardware versus software. A lot of guys these days, use Fruity Loops, Reason, Pro Tools, Logic, opposed to back then, everything, a lot more was geared towards, like, MPCs and, the Triton. I want to know your take on that, for example.
Well, new school versus old school, that's always been a hot topic. Personally, I like the new school better. The new school has enabled music to be created easier, more efficiently, more cost effectively. The old school, man, you had to buy too many external pieces of equipment that had limitations. If you bought an MPC, for instance, it came with no sounds, or if you bought your basic Roland XP80 keyboard or something like that, you pretty much had to expand it to get more sounds. And then I'm not even going to start on the sequencers. A lot of the sequencers on the earlier machines were really garbage, in my opinion. When you play something and you want to go back and quantize it, you were just too limited. You really couldn't get a good flow. And I just tell you, man, just plugging something in. And then the biggest thing about it all, the real reason why I'm a pro advocate of the new digital age and the software and, Pro Tools and Reason and Fruity Loops is because you can import a track in when you're recording. So if you're in the studio and you're spending $100, $300, $50 an hour, you don't want to have to burn, an hour and a half to sometimes 3 hours just to dump your track in. A 5-minute song or a 3-minute song going in 2 or 4 tracks at a time, and you got 16, 18 tracks, man, that's expensive. So, that's my take on it, man. Just scratching the surface roughly.
Because, I started out on Reason 3, a couple of years back when that was popping off. And, I totally agree with you there because, even if you got a note that's a little hair off, it's a lot easier to go in, on these computer programs than it is to, like, move it on a keyboard or something like that.
Right.
The other thing I got, what's your take, too, we always debate often about sampling versus original composition. A lot of people, some people don't like to sample because they feel, it's not really your work in some cases, but, I don't know, it's a big debate. What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you what, man, when it comes to sampling and when it comes to, making original music, I think everybody is a lot better off not sampling. Now, I do think that because of remakes and cover songs or samples and stuff like that, there have been some beautiful music that was created that was just as good, or shall I say almost better than the original. So I definitely like what sampling has to do with the music world now. You could do more than just sample old people's music. You can sample yourself beating on the table with some spoons or something. So I definitely think it's pretty hot, man. It looks like our special guest is with us. We're going to go ahead and bring him on. D-Dot, you know what I'm saying? You got the floor.
What's good, Mr. Boo Boo Cousin?
Hello there. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing all right.
I'm doing pretty good, man.
All right, God bless. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming on. So, what's good in your world? Tell us a little bit about, who you are.
Well, basically who I am, I'm a musician, a singer-songwriter, producer. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And the styles of music that I enjoy creating are soul, a little hip-hop, a little rock.
Okay, all right. Yeah, definitely.
A little soul, a little hip-hop, a little rock?
Yes, sir.
Definitely, definitely. So what do you think about the topic that we was talking about, new school versus old school as far as equipment? Because you are a musician, so, I'm sure you take some side in it.
Yeah, I like hearing that debate. Yeah, there is like a big debate about sampling in terms of whether people should be sampling records or just like creating their own stuff. I think like sampling is great because a lot of those records that you heard before you didn't really know, and it kind of like resurrected a lot of other artists' music at some point in time, Like I think at the time when James Brown was sampled a lot, his career was like going in a different pathway. But I think it just introduced him to a whole new generation audience, so to speak. And as far as I love when people are creating their own stuff as well, So yeah, I guess right now I'm not taking either side, but I love when people create their own stuff, But I still think that I think like some artists coming up now, producers, to take the time to try to learn like an instrument, really learn and get into what makes a keyboard be a keyboard, or a guitar be a guitar or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about some of the artists that you've worked with.
Some of the artists that I've worked with, a young lady named Mimi Spence. She's a singer-songwriter from Texas as well, where you guys are located. Another young lady by the name of Tuewa. She's a poet, spoken word artist. Artist named San Shabazz. He's a rapper. Another artist by the name of Tasha Neighbor, singer-songwriter as well. And, mostly like production work and whatnot that I've done with them.
Yeah,
okay.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say this. As far as, let's just say the top artist that's in the game right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to open you up, man, and I want to really, let everybody out there know in radio land what fuels your fire in music. Who would you say is the top three out there that's just killing in the game? And it doesn't have to be hip-hop. I mean, it could be in any genre of music.
The top three. Let's see. Well, I know Kanye's pretty big up there right now. Yeah, I mean he's been doing it for a while and whatnot. There's Kanye West. Let's see, Rihanna, of course. Lady Gaga. Every day like you're hearing their names and whatnot. I like Bob too, B.O.B. But that's
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, we're going to go ahead and hop into a quick song break, and we'll be right back with more D-Dot's Producer's Corner. This next song is coming to us by POE. This is I Am Fort Worth, so y'all keep it locked. And we are live back on the Icebreaker Radio Show. It's your boy Chosen, Ham Rothstein, D-Dot in the building. We on D-Dot's Producer's Corner right now. D-Dot, you got the floor.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit as far as, about any future projects that you're working on currently.
Well, currently, I've been working on. I've been offering instrumentals and beats, whatnot, to singers and rappers and filmmakers as well.
Okay.
And I've been working on instrumentals and whatnot, a lot of instrumentals. And as far as CD projects, I am trying to work on one CD project to put out this year for myself as well, as an artist. And that's coming about. The title of it right now is a little up in the air, but it's going to be something nice. I always try to put something nice together and put some time into it, and try to work with other artists and get feedback as well with it while I'm doing it.
Cool.
That's what's up.
Aaron, what you got? What's up with the Boo Boo Cousins?
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm all right, man. I just wanted to ask you something from your point of view, looking at the industry, not just the hip-hop world or the R&B world, but both worlds combined.
Right.
How do you feel about the state of the game right now? Do you think it's going into the right direction, or would you like to see some more emphasis placed on the music or the concepts of the music nowadays? Or how do you feel about that?
Well, it's really interesting. I think right now it's more so in the hands of the artists, I guess, to promote themselves and put themselves out there. It's not so much emphasis of the record labels as much now. So you're gonna, you're saying the decline of this and that and the other, but basically it's just spreading it out a little bit more. Now you see a lot more artists, a lot more bands. So, the wealth is spread a bit. And I just feel that, artists have to find ways of working together, not, going against each other so much.
Right.
If they want to keep it going, because, a lot of these websites are now becoming a label. So, you still have to figure out a way of keeping the consumer's interest in music. Because,
Right. Well, let me ask you this. It's interesting that you said that. You said that you noticed that artists are working together more now. But do you think that beef is good for the hip-hop and the R&B community? Do you think that helps sell more records at times? Do you think that is necessary to keep the fans interested?
I think so. I think they got. Yeah, I think you have to keep creating, keep being inventive in a sense, because you saw major labels when they come at you, really big. So you don't have that power behind you. You don't have that weight behind you. So it's better to make a fist instead of just one finger going at it. It's better to go at it in a positive way instead of against one another and not being supportive. And I run into that sometimes. But it's best to just work with people that are easy to work with, that you can work with.
Yeah, that's what's up.
How you guys feel? How are you guys feeling about it?
I mean, I say this, I think as far as the current state of hip hop, or not, I just say, rap music in general. That's primarily, what we focus on here. Although we do cover all forms of music, but the rap game right now, it has been affected by technology more than anything else. I mean, what you talk about or who you talk about, that stuff is going to stay around. I feel like, there's always going to be some rap beef because artists are not always going to get along, and people are not always going to feel like that they got paid what they were supposed to get paid. So at the end of the day, how is technology affecting the game? If you're a rapper now, you can just hop online and get a track here or get a track there, or, everybody wants to have their music put out there. So I think what people are forgetting about is the true promo. You know, you got to promote, you got to push your music, you got to make sure that every time somebody look up, they're seeing your music and where you are. And so that's what I think is wrong personally with a lot of the young artists that's out there now. They don't understand what true promotions is about. It takes a little more than a Facebook and a little more than a YouTube.
Right, exactly. And you know, I don't think, you know, they should always think about making it overnight, you know, just making it happen overnight. Like, you come out 1 month and the next month you're the hottest thing on the block. It's not really about that. You know, you know, it might take a little time to get warm, you know? You gotta do those promotions.
Right. Your success is not going to happen in 30 minutes. I don't care who you know.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're the guy, and I'm a fella, even if you see the most amazingly, most beautiful woman in your world, if you only get a chance to see her for about 20 or 30 seconds, it's not long before even she's forgotten about. So you have to stay out there in people's faces. I know when I was coming up, you saw Halle Berry everywhere, and she was coined the perfect 10. And the same can be said about any other business or any other product. So if you're out there listening, you know, hit us up with your comments and feedback, 646-595-2679. Real quickly, man, we got about 1 minute left in the segment. Go ahead and kick your shout-outs and let everybody know how they can get a hold of you.
Oh, cool. Thanks again to Icebreaker Radio for this, man. I appreciate you guys. You can catch me at futuremusicclassics.com and also booboocousins.com. You know, please hit me up with emails, Twitter //booboocousins as well. And you know, I'm easy to contact, easy to get at. Thanks again. I appreciate you guys.
No problem, man. Thank you for coming on.
All right. And I'll talk to you soon.